I'm Dr. Helen Kirschner, and in the next 3.5 minutes, you're going to hear the shocking true story of how a 49-year-old woman, plagued by cellulite so bad, so severe, it looked like a mountain range spanning her lower body, proclaimed by weight loss coaches and numerous fitness experts a lost cause, managed to naturally eliminate every single trace of cellulite from her entire body permanently, turning her legs from this to this in just 22 days. You'll soon discover how everything you think you know about cellulite is wrong, how the real cause of your cellulite has absolutely nothing to do with how much exercise you do, your weight, your genetics, nor is anything to do with age or even the strength of your legs or glutes. In fact, it has absolutely nothing to do with fat or muscle at all. The real truth is far more disturbing than you could ever have imagined. It's something the $60 billion a year weight loss industry is desperately bending over backwards to hide from you. They'd much rather be smiling and nodding, encouraging you to believe their lies and stick to their never-ending programs and useless products, all while you continue to fill their pockets. But they are scared. That's a fact. They know once you view this important presentation and learn the real truth about cellulite, they'll never be able to reach into your pocket again for a single dollar. Trust me, you're going to be furious when you find out you've been lied to your whole life by your weight loss industry bribed gym gurus, fitness trainers, personal coaches, and even doctors and health experts. This startling new and controversial method is backed by irrefutable clinical research by a team of renowned award-winning scientists and scholars from a leading research lab based in Switzerland, Europe. With an outstanding 100% success rate, this effective and natural cellulite erasing secret, now used by over 45,107 women and men across the world, has shocked even the creators themselves with its success. It goes against everything the weight loss industry and health experts have been trying to make you believe, and it's something you can do right this very second, easily and safely from the comfort of your own home, using a secret method that costs you next to nothing to achieve, without visiting a single gym, doing a single bit of exercise, or applying another expensive and ineffective cream. No matter if you're female or male, or the extent or severity of your cellulite. No matter if your so-called health expert or doctor has told you your cellulite is permanent. No matter if you've had cellulite for 20, 40, or even 60 years. No matter your current or fluctuating weight or strength. Even if you have tried every single cardio, diet, and exercise regime under the sun. In the next few minutes, I will reveal to you just why you have cellulite in the first place. Why no matter which cream or lotion you apply, or how many hours of exercise or squats you do, you'll never attack and destroy the root cause of your cellulite, only struggle needlessly to reduce it, slightly at best. You'll discover why the money-hungry weight loss industry is thriving off this so-called incurable condition. How the real cause of your cellulite is hidden deep below your skin, and something that you would never, in a million years, have expected. Something that even most doctors are still clueless about. Watch this presentation now, and watch where you click. One improper click of the mouse could mean the difference between you turning your orange peel legs into a smooth, even surface, or continuing to live a life ashamed and embarrassed of how you look. I must warn you, I cannot make any guarantee this video will be up for long. In fact, I put money on it being taken down very soon. We are under intense pressure from the weight loss industry fat cats to take this down and not reveal this secret to you today. Not in years or months, but in just 22 short days, you can finally be saying goodbye to your cellulite, permanently and naturally. You can melt away those stubborn nodules and lumps. You'll finally be able to live a life of confidence. You'll finally be able to wear those skirts, swimsuits, dresses, and tights without worry or embarrassment of how you look. You'll finally be an item of desire from any man you wish for. You'll finally be able to relax and enjoy life as it was meant to be enjoyed, as you deserve, as you have always deserved. This may sound too good to be true. You may be feeling skeptical. But when I prove to you without a shadow of a doubt, backed by indisputable scientific evidence, what I am saying is true, you will feel like the weight of the world has been lifted from your shoulders, and you can finally begin living again. Follow this controversial cellulite-destroying system. Do what it says, and you too can benefit from the same unbelievable results, just like the thousands before you, in a matter of weeks. People such as Angela Buckley from Tampa, Florida, who wrote me to say,
"Hi, Doc. I just wanted to drop you a message to thank you from the bottom of my heart for putting together this valuable program. My cellulite has been bumming me out for years. It was all over my knees and had spread so far down my legs it was virtually at my ankles. I never wore tights, I hated holidays, and I just plain right avoided dating for literally decades. But I'm happy to say, thanks to your solution, my cellulite is a thing of the past. I feel fantastic, so sexy, and I've even grabbed myself a lovely new man. Helen, I cannot thank you enough. Angela Buckley from Tampa.
And Eleanor T. Hudak from Rock Hill, North Carolina.
Hi, Helen. I'm so busy with my 5 kids, all under 8 years old, and I hate exercising and dieting. Life's too short. So I thought the only option for getting rid of my ugly cellulite was to book in with a set of weekly medical roller treatments. Job done. However, they cost me a monstrous $3,000 and, you guessed it, did absolutely nothing. I couldn't believe it. It left me thoroughly depressed. I saw your info on the web and I gave it a go. What did I have to lose now? And my God, this is genius. Quick and easy. I feel so wonderful in my new, smooth, renewed figure. I'm a yummy mummy now. Thank you. Eleanor T. Hudak.
Even Leslie Parker from Branson, Missouri, who said,
"Hi, Dr. Kirschner. I have been plagued with cellulites since I was 19. I tried every single diet under the sun. Not only is it a miserable existence, it is also pointless. I saw no change at all. Yet, with your program, after only 12 days, I was starting to see a new me. My cellulite felt as if it was melting away with every day, leaving the soft, young skin across my bum. I am so happy with the new me so far, and I know it is only going to get better. It's all thanks to you, Helen. All the best. Leslie Parker, Branson, Missouri."
how can I be so sure that this works, and that the results you've seen are real and can be replicated? Well, the truth is, I know firsthand, as that 49-year-old woman I mentioned earlier was me. And not that long ago, I was going through exactly what you are right now. As I mentioned, my name is Dr. Helen Kirschner, and that's a picture of me and my wonderful husband, Paul, on the right there. We live in the city of Middletown, Ohio, with our 2 beautiful daughters. I'm a doctor, specialized in endocrinology, and work in an esteemed research laboratory in my hometown. Now, yes, I am a doctor specialized in endocrinology or hormone research. So, admittedly, I am by no means a fitness guru or have any more than basic knowledge in that area. But when it comes to cellulite, no matter who it is, a professor, a doctor, your regular American female, we all have been led to believe one simple fact. There is no way to completely eradicate cellulite. Even at first year med school, we were taught this. It was an undeniable fact. It wasn't until I was 26 years old, doing my usual routine of checking how I looked from behind after a shower, I noticed something was out of place. I had a little nodule in the crease of my leg and buttock cheek. I thought nothing of it. Heck, I was just 26 years old. It was maybe a small anomaly, nothing to be worried about. But only a few years later, it had gone from one single nodule to a mountain range of deep, pitted nodules all around my buttocks and legs. It was like an uncontrollable orange peel disease spreading across my body. At the age of 35, my sex life was taking a hit too. I had only got married to Paul a year before, and already there were cracks showing. In bed with my husband, the second his hand ran down to my legs, I would hear a short gasp, and his hand would quickly shoot out of the way. He would not touch my cottage cheese legs. It was too much of a turnoff for him. It did nothing for my already dwindling confidence. Eventually, I lost my confidence altogether. I started to become desperate. So I went to see my doctor. I hoped he would give me an expert insight into what I could do. I'm sure you can guess what happened. He immediately blamed my weight, and recommended the two least favorite things in my life, exercise and diet. Well, that didn't make sense. I was hardly overweight. Sure, I had a few extra pounds, but who didn't? And it didn't explain why some people have no cellulite and are overweight, and why some very slim and fit women had cellulite just as bad as mine. He also blamed my age. But again, there were women much older than me with the smoothest skin, and not a single trace of cellulite to be seen. But, as I did back then, I accepted everything my doctor said at face value and fact, and left the doctor's office feeling worse than I went in. Convinced I could tackle this horrible problem myself, I tried everything I could get my hands on to rid myself of this horrible condition. I first tried losing weight, dieting and exercise. Yes, I was slimmer, and yes, I was healthier, but it did almost nothing for my cellulite. It just reduced it ever so slightly. It was hard, miserable work, and the amount of sweat and effort needed for such little results was disheartening and demotivating. I then tried nearly every anti-cellulite cream on the market, and if you've ever used these creams in the past, then I'm sure you know they did not do a single thing other than cost me a small fortune. In fact, there is no evidence to this day that has proven a single one of these creams work. You'll find out exactly why it's impossible for these creams, and indeed for diets and fat loss, to work in reducing cellulite in just a second. I tried the machines and rollers. I even tried laser treatments and radio frequency treatments that did zilch to help, only leave me sore and $500 out of pocket for a 30-minute session. I quickly became insecure and depressed. Nothing was working. No matter how hard I tried, I felt less and less sexy each and every day. The feeling of confidence I had when I was young seemed like a dream. The feeling of running my hand down my legs, feeling soft, smooth skin. I'm certain Paul was dreaming of those days. It was frustrating. I wanted to fix this now, but I had been told over and over again by my doctor, health experts, personal trainers, and even friends that there was nothing I could do. It's even what prominent medical universities throughout America were teaching. I tried anything and everything. Any new wonder creams that came on the market did just as little as the last. By the age of 49, my cellulite was so bad that I couldn't even wear jeans anymore. Anything remotely skin tight would just show off my cottage cheese of crevices all over my legs. It was horrendous. The passion in my marriage was non-existent. No doubt Paul still loved me, and he would never say it. But the look in his eyes when he looked at me, at my body, was no longer one of attraction or of passion. He just didn't see me as a sexy or gorgeous woman anymore. It was heartbreaking. On our 15th wedding anniversary, Paul made a big gesture and took me to Costa Rica as a special treat. The second he told me, it was bittersweet. It was so thoughtful of him to do that for me, but I knew it meant I would have to get into my swimsuit, something I hadn't done for years, something that stuck in my throat and gave me that sickening, nervous feeling in the pit of my stomach, like I had a looming presentation in front of thousands coming up. Truth is, I didn't even know how bad my cellulite was. I dare not look in the mirror, but I knew for a fact it would only be worse. The day came when we arrived and I had to walk out to the beach in my swimsuit. I wanted Paul to think I was confident and proud. I wanted to feel sexy again. I tried to turn over a new leaf, and this could be the holiday for it. Brimming with false confidence, we got to the beach, and the second I felt the cool water lap against my feet, I heard it. "Ew, what is that, Mommy?" a child screamed. "Don't point, honey," said the mother. Poor lady, she must have some sort of disease. I turned around, and a family of 8 or 9 were just staring at me, like I was some sort of gargoyle. It was the final straw. I burst into tears and ran to the safety of our hotel room as fast as I could. Paul tried to comfort me, but the words couldn't be forgotten. I lay in bed that night, upset, insecure, and hopeless. Tears rolled down my face. Little did I know that this exact, heart-wrenching moment would soon lead to my discovery of a powerful cellulite-destroying secret now utilized by over 45,000 Americans. The same secret that you or a loved one can use to achieve exactly the same results. The following evening after dinner, I headed to the room for a lie-down and to see what was on the TV. The date was November 18th, 2014, and it is where my story gets a little bizarre. Flicking through the channels, I noticed there were a lot of European channels to cater to the multicultural tourists to our hotel I guessed. One channel, named SRF1 from Switzerland, caught my ear. On it, a calm, intelligently spoken doctor was being interviewed in English by the TV host. He was speaking about cellulite, something that many just brush under the carpet these days. I turned up the volume and listened carefully. His name was Dr. Jürgen Rubin. He was a dermatology specialist with over 24 years' experience directly researching the human body's skin, and, in particular, cellulite. Lucky for me, he was fluent in English. He was explaining how his team of dedicated scientists in his high-tech laboratory in Bern, Switzerland, had begun the first phase of an exciting new research project into cellulite. When the TV host brought up the current treatments for cellulite, like creams and diets, he laughed. "They do not work," said Dr. Rubin. "They are just a way to steal money from the innocent." Dr. Rubin's team was the first of its kind to research directly the cause of cellulite, not the symptoms or the effects. It made complete sense. When money doesn't cloud your mind, you look for ways to permanently cure a problem rather than repetitively treat it, he said. He explained how after carrying out phase 1 of his research, which had 124 test subjects with cellulite, they had come to a startling, almost unbelievable conclusion. You see, cellulite is a condition that affects 90% of women and 10% of men. That's 9 out of every 10 women in the entire world have some sort of cellulite. From the age of 25 onwards, women will start to see some form of cellulite. Recent research has proven the reason for this is the natural decrease in the amount of the hormone estrogen in the body. As the level of estrogen decreases, so does a small change in the circulation of nutrients and oxygen to your skin. As this depletion of nutrients to the skin continues, the production of a protein called collagen also decreases. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Dermatology concluded that the influence of estrogen on several body systems has been well documented. The estrogen hormone prevents a decrease in collagen. Collagen makes up cords called septa, which run from your skin to your muscle layer. In essence, they are holding everything together. Imagine for a minute that your skin is like a quilt, and the stitches in the quilt represent the collagen cords that give your skin its structure. If you add more padding to the quilt, the compartments will bulge, while the stitching remains the same length, causing a cellulite-like effect. While the media and the weight loss industry is telling you that this exact analogy is the case, Dr. Rubin and his team concluded it was quite the opposite. It wasn't the expanding fat cells or padding that were the main issue. It was the shrinking collagen septa, or stitches, due to the decrease in estrogen. As the septa shrink, they create the effect of fat bulging out of your skin. This was groundbreaking, and something my doctor was oblivious to, let alone something fitness experts would even know. Yet it totally explained exactly why no matter what I did, no matter how much fat I lost or muscle I built, I was never erasing my cellulite, as I was never tackling the root cause of the problem, the shrinking of the collagen septa. By this moment, I was sitting on the edge of the bed, eager to learn more. Dr. Rubin then explained how his team then began to research how they could, naturally and safely, grow the test subjects' collagen septa back to their original size, thus flattening and smoothing the skin. Collagen creams and supplements would not work, as they only affect the skin, not the collagen septa themselves. Their team was at a standstill, and funding was about to be cut off, until breakthrough research written in the International IGF Research Study in September 2014 was released, titled Insulin-like Growth Factor 1 Enhances Collagen Synthesis in Engineered Human Tendon Tissue. The research concluded that IGF-1 revealed a stimulating effect on fibril diameter and on overall collagen content. In other words, the IGF-1 protein, a protein that we all have, was in fact able to build and grow the collagen septa, reversing the effects of cellulite and eliminating the root cause of the condition. With the scientific evidence he needed, Dr. Rubin and his team set out how to increase the level of IGF-1 in his patients, enough to offset the shrinkage of the collagen septa and create a visible difference in his patient's cellulite. The IGF-1 protein is already produced by our bodies, by your body. So instead of simply supplementing the body with unnaturally synthesized IGF-1, which could have unreliable and possibly dangerous results, they wanted to safely ramp up the production of IGF-1 in the test subjects themselves. He explained further, get the patient to increase production of the IGF-1 protein in their body. The increase in this protein will stimulate the synthesis of collagen in the collagen septa, thus reversing cellulite and eliminating it from the patient's body. They meticulously formulated a method in their research laboratory on how to safely increase the production of the IGF-1 protein in the test subjects and applied it daily to all 124 subjects over a period of 3 weeks. The results? Well, they were better than Dr. Rubin and his team had ever imagined. All 124 of his test subjects had removed 97 to 100% of their cellulite in a period of 18 to 24 days, permanently, safely, never to come back again. What's remarkable is, after the IGF-1 protein had performed how the team had predicted and how the clinical research had proven, the cellulite did not return, as the septa were at an extended level of collagen. When asked how long till Dr. Rubin would release his results, he said, "This is still very early research. We are in an exciting time, but it will be years. Most likely 3 to 4 years." 3 years? I sighed. I didn't want to wait years. I wanted this solution right now. But with nothing to lose and still overwhelmed by the possibilities of his discovery, I just had to speak to him. I got on the laptop that very night and found Dr. Rubin's details. I must have called 50 times over the next 2 days before I got through to his receptionist. And after a small amount of confusion with languages, I managed to speak to Dr. Rubin himself. Turns out, he was pleased to hear from someone so interested in his research at such early stages, and was even more surprised how I had even seen his interview. People have been so caught up in treating the symptoms of cellulite, they've forgotten where to look to cure it, he said. It benefits the topical cream and weight loss corporations, but not everyday people with this everyday and, contrary to popular belief, avoidable problem. I was itching to learn more and practically begged Dr. Rubin to share his method for increasing the production of IGF-1 in my body. At first he flat out refused, but after I explained my situation, that I too was a doctor, and just how much this meant to me, he finally agreed. "Helen," he said, "I am not lawfully responsible for what you do with this information." I agreed and thanked him from the bottom of my heart. The second the phone hung up, I screamed with excitement. The thought of even the smallest possibility of removing my cellulite was making me shiver with delight. 10 minutes later, I received the ping of Dr. Rubin's email, and I was looking at his secret method right away. Truth is, I was expecting to have to set up my own research laboratory, hire a team, and purchase expensive chemical laboratory equipment to replicate the same results Dr. Rubin had. I had carried out extensive research in the past when researching hormones for my own job, but it still would have been a daunting task. But nevertheless, it would have been a small price to pay to finally rid myself and others of the curse of cellulite. But to the surprise of my husband and me, we noticed something very shocking. One ingredient on Dr. Rubin's list was lycopene, and upon researching, this was found in nearly all red fruits like tomatoes and papaya. Another was hyaluronic acid. It sounded dangerous, but it is safely found inside some types of beans. Even genistein on the list was found in soy products. My jaw dropped. Every single item on Dr. Rubin's list was found in a single or combination of foods, sometimes odd, but all found at my local grocery store. It was almost unbelievable. I put together a 3-week plan the next day. I compared the specific weight of the item on Dr. Rubin's list to the amount found in its corresponding natural food, and worked out the exact amount of each food item to eat. The beauty of my plan was, Each item on Dr. Rubin's list could be found in a multitude of foods, allowing me to devise a collection of different combinations, all achieving the same end result, making it interesting and flexible. Upon returning home from holiday, I began my new 3-week plan. Many called me crazy, and Paul, although excited for me, I knew held no hope. For 11 days, I noticed no change whatsoever. It was disheartening. It didn't make sense. I was doing exactly how Dr. Rubin's study had concluded, how his list detailed. Yet deep down, I did still feel skeptical. It seemed almost too simple to work. I had tried everything under the sun to rid myself of cellulite, the expensive treatments, the grueling exercise and diets. Why should a system like this work? A system I created in just one day, based on research by a doctor I'd never met, in a research lab thousands of miles away, using ingredients that cost me less than $12 to put together. I persevered regardless. What other option was there? On day 17, I noticed something very peculiar after my shower. When drying my leg, I couldn't feel my cottage cheese cellulite as much as before. It felt like someone had sanded them down a bit, a little less pronounced. It was strange but exhilarating. I didn't want to read anything into it. The next day, I noticed the exact same thing. And the day after that, Paul excitedly admitted, "Honey, whatever you were doing, keep doing it." Wow, I don't know what to say. I'll never forget the way he looked at me that day. It was no longer of companionship, but of desire, of pure lust. And this repeated and repeated day after day. Every day felt like Christmas. It was incredible. By day 22, my cellulite was gone, vanished. Here you can see just how much progress I had made in just this short space of time. I couldn't stop touching my legs. It was almost unreal. It was working. Through the simple addition of specific foods in specific quantities to my diet, I had not only reduced, but completely eliminated my cellulite from my entire body. I jumped out of bed each day with joy. I had never felt sexier in my entire life, and the spark was most definitely back in our marriage. Paul couldn't keep his hands off my new body, and neither could I. I admit I was still worried my cellulite would return, but after stopping the program for 2 whole weeks and not seeing a lump or nodule return, I stopped the program altogether. Safe to say, I had permanently, naturally, and safely destroyed my cellulite from my life. My confidence shot through the roof. I can't even begin to explain the amazing feeling of running my hands down my legs, feeling firm, smooth skin from top till bottom. The feeling of putting on a pair of jeans or a fitting dress without the embarrassment of cellulite nodules protruding throughout. It was a dream come true. It was pure freedom. The next time I saw my doctor, he was speechless. "How on earth did you do this?" he said. I laughed and explained to him exactly how I had boosted my IGF-1 production and thus my collagen synthesis using simple natural ingredient combinations. After he ran his tests, he looked me in the eyes and said, "Well, that is remarkable. You have not a single ounce of cellulite on your whole body." He asked me to share my special combinations with him, and of course I accepted. Scary thing is, I was getting used to being cellulite-free. I was getting used to my newfound attention for my husband and my newfound confidence. I was getting used to having the smooth, firm skin that I had in my early 20s, something I could have only dreamt about weeks ago. But deep down, I knew I couldn't keep this to myself. After enduring the depression and the misery that cellulite brought me firsthand, it was my duty and my obligation to share this with the world. I got on the phone to Dr. Rubin and shared with him my results and just how amazing I felt. He didn't seem at all surprised. Glad to hear it. This directly confirms our initial research. He was very praising of my cellulite combinations as a way to naturally gain the ingredients needed to naturally and safely boost the IGF-1 protein levels. "I can see a very good scientist in you," he said. I begged him to share my plan and release it alongside his research so many others could benefit from it, not only in Switzerland, but also in the United States too. He was unable. "I am sorry, Helen, I would love to, but here in Switzerland, we must follow strict research guidelines. I would lose my job if we do not follow protocol. It will be years until that point," he said. But then the phone went silent for a few seconds. "But there is definitely something you can do," exclaimed Dr. Rubin. I wasn't in Switzerland. I wasn't part of Dr. Rubin's research team. I had nothing to lose. So over the next 2 weeks, and with help from both Dr. Rubin and 2 of his closest scientists, we put together the complete step-by-step cellulite eliminating program into a guide named Cellulite Disappear, the natural, safe, and effective cellulite removal system. The Cellulite Disappear system is the exact system I, and to this day, 45,107 others have used to not only reduce, but eliminate 100% of their cellulite from their body in the space of just 22 days. The exact step-by-step protocol, proven by irrefutable scientific evidence, to attack and destroy the root cause of cellulite like nothing you have ever seen, heard, or even dreamed about. Importantly, this is a 100% natural and safe cure for cellulite. There is no risk here. It involves no dieting, no exercise, no muscle building, which, as we now know, are ineffective in reducing cellulite and simply a waste of time. Just the easy addition of certain odd foods to your diet in a specific combination as devised by me, Dr. Helen Kirschner, and Dr. Jürgen Rubin himself. Everything you need to know to erase your cellulite is inside. We're not talking about completely altering your diet, nor starving yourself. Just the simple addition of certain natural, safe, and inexpensive foods available from your local grocery store. It's easy to understand, simple, and safe. And there is no medical or technical jargon. And the beauty is, once you have followed this exact plan for just 14 days, you will notice breathtaking results already. You'll notice just how smooth and firm your buttocks and legs are becoming as your body grows and strengthens your collagen cords. You'll be feeling more confident, sexier, and free for the first time since you can remember. Follow the plan for another 7 days, and your cellulite will be gone forever. No need to continue to follow the plan, as your IGF-1 protein production will have been ramped up to maximum, and your cellulite will have been eradicated from your entire body permanently. I would love to compare this guide to another out there, or another treatment for cellulite, but as I'm sure you've been told over and over again, that not one working cure for cellulite exists. Can you imagine the feeling of no longer carrying the burden of cellulite around with you? Even just 1 day of having no cellulite, I would have given my right arm for. But here I am today, cellulite-free, living a life I thought was only possible in my dreams. And now you can too. Can you imagine how it feels for your partner or husband to truly cherish your body where he cannot keep his hands off of you? Can you imagine waking up each morning feeling sexy, overflowing with confidence? Can you imagine how it feels to be strutting down the beach, turning heads as your smooth, firm skin shines in the sun? How it feels to be reborn again with the body you deserve? I handed the Cellulite Disappear Guide out to close family and friends, and when every single one of them had the same remarkable results as me within weeks, I asked Dr. Rubin if it would be wise to share it with the big weight loss companies. Surely they would go crazy over this new revelation. You can try, but you will get a surprise, he said. I admit, I was a little foolish thinking the weight loss industry were the good guys, interested in getting us healthy and fit rather than taking our money. But Dr. Rubin was right. A day later, I received a strongly worded letter from a not-to-be-named weight loss company responsible for a large array of, now proven to be ineffective, cellulite creams, treatments, and exercise plans. It read, "Dear Dr. Helen Kirschner, we notice you are providing information and treatments in your Cellulite Disappear program for a condition that we recommend should only be treated with topical gels and specific exercises. You are providing information that is very detrimental to our business, and we ask you to cease this immediately, or we will be forced to take further action." My reply was quick and to the point. "Dear sir, I have attached all the clinical studies to this letter which prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that what my presentation says and the results that have been achieved are true and factual. If you are able to prove otherwise, then I will happily switch my website offline immediately." Want to know what they came back to me and said? Nothing. In essence, they couldn't. They ran with their tail between their legs. I display their letter with pride on my wall, next to the photos and emails of the thousands who have now changed their life for the better thanks to this incredible program. Now I really wanted to get this in the hands of as many as I could, and with the help of my nephew, I put this presentation online for all to see. The Cellulite Disappear Guide is all you need to change your life for the better. You too can have the same results as people such as Nadine Vinson from Elliotteville, Kentucky.
Hi, Helen. It was so reassuring to hear your story and know that there is help out there for me that would work. I've tried so many things to get rid of my hideous cottage cheese legs. Creams, dermatology treatments, massages, exercise, and fad diets. Nothing worked until now. I'm on day 22 exactly, and my old body is gone and I'm all perky. Thank you so much, Nadine.
And Rodolfo Cardenas from Van Wyck, South Carolina.
Dr. Helen, being a man, it was quite embarrassing to admit I was suffering with cellulite. I know I'm in the minority, so I'm glad I found a program that suited me and my routine. I could adopt all the changes to my lifestyle without anyone noticing. Your program cleared up my unsightly cellulite in 3 weeks. I'm so happy that I can finally put this horrid chapter in my life behind me and finally live again. Thank you for all your hard work with the program, Helen. Rodolfo Cardenas.
And even Aubrey Norton from Malden, Massachusetts.
Dr. Kirschner, I just had to email you and say thanks. I've been suffering horribly with the depressing condition of cellulite. I was so embarrassed to go out and even started saving thousands of pounds for surgery. Lucky I came across your website in time. Thanks to you, Helen, I'm out of that dark place and I feel 1,000,000 times better. My skin is smooth, soft, glowing. I look fabulous and feel so confident. Thank you again, Mrs. A. Norton.
With such amazing results like this, and every single one of our readers thanking Dr. Rubin and I for sharing our guide with them, it's perfectly understandable that we would look to charge $297 for this guide. It maybe sounds like a lot to you, but you have to remember that this is the only guide in existence which directly eliminates cellulite. It is the only guide proven to treat the root cause of cellulite with great speed. And when you consider the cost of cellulite creams or gels, even $500 a pop cellulite treatments, which can in total cost up to $2,500 a year, it puts that price more in perspective. And honestly, since we made this website, we have been offered $4,900 by a private investor for this system not even that long ago. Not forgetting the costs to maintain this website and protect ourselves legally from the vultures of the weight loss industry are very high. So, with all things considered, a one-time fee of $297 to safely, permanently, and naturally remove any trace of cellulite from your body within just 3 weeks? Well, it seems like a drop in the ocean. But unlike anyone else I have worked with to get to where I am today, unlike my husband Paul, or even Dr. Rubin himself, I was the one who had cellulite. I was the one who endured the complete and utter embarrassment and insecurities it brings. And thus, it would make me almost sick to my stomach to think that someone in that same situation I was in not that long ago would not be able to afford this program and experience the exact same results as me. And so, that is why we have decided to drop the price to not just $199, not even to the bargain price of $99. And to tell you the truth, we aren't going to even ask for $79. Nope. For the entire Cellulite Disappear Guide, you will pay a one-time fee of only $49. And all you need to do now to lock in this special introductory pricing right now is press the Order Now button below. But I must warn you, this is our introductory pricing. This 100% natural and 100% safe cellulite destroying system is new. It is revolutionary. It is a breakthrough method that the weight loss industry has gone into total panic mode over. Demand is already becoming too much for us, and so that is why the price will rise momentarily. Come in now. Come in while the price is low. Click the Order Now button below and fill out your details on the next page. From here, you will access the entire Cellulite Disappear Guide, detailing the exact cellulite eliminating system that has now helped over 45,000 people rid themselves of every inch of cellulite from their body in as little as 3 weeks. All available 24 hours a day on computers, mobiles, or tablets. This is the only website in the world where you will be able to access the Cellulite Disappear system. Think about it. Within just 2 minutes of pressing that Order Now button, you can guarantee you will never have to endure the embarrassment and stigma of being plagued by cellulite ever again. You can have the real-world, proven and effective cellulite abolishing method right at your fingertips. And that is not all. As a thank you for showing us your dedication and commitment to this program and Dr. Rubin's research by watching our video up to this point, we want to do something very special for you. Order now in the next 2 hours, and we will give you 2 free bonuses to show you our gratitude. The first information-packed and useful bonus, called the Detox Miracle, is a fantastic guide which I am eager to let you get your hands on. In the Detox Miracle guide, you will discover how you too can avoid to get and be chronically ill due to toxin buildup in your body. Clean, clear, and cleanse your body once and for all. You'll learn about body flushing, dieting, natural detoxification, addiction and treatment recovery strategies and disciplines, processes, products, and procedures that work and last. You'll discover all the nasty and unexpected toxins in our environment, foods, clothing, household goods, all A to Z. If you are looking for solutions and answers that no other procedures are or have been giving you, even from holistic practitioners and wisdom, then Detox Miracle might be just what the doctor ordered. This could be where your healing starts. At its very core is a cleansing ritual and technique, and can be helpful even for immune disorders. It is the perfect counterpart to the Cellulite Disappear program. This entire guide, worth $47.95, but yours free when you order now below. The second bonus, named 7-Day Energy Turbo Booster, is a guide which has helped not only me, but many others, and a guide I know you'll love. The information-packed guide will reveal to you simple-to-follow tricks, tips, and easy steps to boosting your energy tenfold in just 7 days, such as how bentonite clay can be used to absorb toxic materials in the colon that might be draining you of energy, a daily food pyramid to diet by that will give you energy rather than put you on the couch with malaise every night, how to extract the maximum amount of energy, nutrition, and vitality from the foods that you can consume, the relationship between conditions like irritable bowel syndrome and colitis and your exhaustion levels, how the way you breathe can affect how much energy you have, the foods that you can eat to help you get a better night's sleep so you have more energy in the morning, how dark your bedroom should be so that you can sleep, and much, much more. This guide, worth $39.95, but yours absolutely free when you go ahead and order now below. To get full access to the entire Cellulite Disappear system, plus the 2 free bonuses, all you need to do is press Order Now below. Fill out the form on the next page, and in just 2 minutes from making the right decision to order now, you will have your hands on the entire guide, and only 3 weeks away from being cellulite free. And listen up, because I have even more great news for you. I want to prove to you how confident we are in this system. I want to prove to you that this works, and that I know it will work for you and any of your family and friends. I want to prove to you that there is no risk here, and you do not need to feel hesitant to press the Order Now button. We are so confident, so unbelievably confident in the effectiveness of this program and just how much you are going to love the cellulite-destroying results it gives. We are backing your order with our ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. This guarantees your satisfaction 100%. If you are not entirely, and I mean 100% satisfied, I want you to email us and let us know, and we will refund every single penny you've paid. Absolutely no questions asked. We do not want your money unless you are 100% satisfied. This guarantee is purely for your peace of mind. The risk is entirely on us. But trust me, when you see the breathtaking results the Cellulite Disappear system gives you, You won't be emailing us asking to refund. You will be emailing us to say thank you. Thank you, Helen and Dr. Rubin. Thank you for changing my life and giving me the freedom I thought I'd never have again, just like thousands of cellulite sufferers before you. The fact we are even doing our satisfaction guarantee means you don't even need to look at this as an order. It is simply a test drive of our system. You get a whole 60 days to try our system. That's weeks more than even our worst-case cellulite sufferers have needed to get that smooth skin they wanted. To take advantage of this very special satisfaction guarantee, you press order now below and your order is fully protected. Start using the program now and you'll experience the life-changing results it gives. Neither Dr. Rubin nor I can make any guarantee this page will be up even in 1 hour from now. So make the right decision. Say yes and come in now. Get instant access to the entire revolutionary Cellulite Destroyer system, plus the 2 free bonuses, all fully protected by our 2-month satisfaction guarantee. And if you are not entirely happy, we will not only refund every penny, but let you keep the 2 free bonuses on the house as a thank you for just showing us your trust and proving to us that you are worthy of this opportunity. Press order now below. Don't let the money-hungry vultures of the weight loss industry win, because if you leave this page, that is exactly what will happen. They want you to close this page. They want you to forget about everything you have learned today and get on with your life. They want you to feel embarrassed and ashamed of how you look. They want you to believe there is no cure for cellulite, that you just have to grin and bear it. The truth is, they are scared. They are desperate. This cellulite eliminating system has the power to bring down the entire cellulite industry that is day by day trying to draw your attention to their ineffective treatments rather than the scientifically proven and 100% safe and natural cure that is presented before you today. If you follow the weight loss and diet plans that the weight loss industry forces down your throat, you're in fact fighting against yourself trying to lose cellulite this way. You will not find the cellulite destroying system so effective and so powerful. Even Dr. Rubin himself was shocked at its effectiveness. Order now below and lock in this special introductory pricing. Let me ask you a question. If you could have a switch in front of you, a switch, when pressed, would permanently flatten out even the worst cellulite damage, would you press it? Would you take that opportunity? What if I told you the switch is right below this video? Press order now, and in just 3 short weeks, that can happen. Press it now and start your new life. Make the right decision, the intelligent decision, the decision that thousands before you have made, who, in a matter of weeks, were living a life of freedom and joy. Press order now below. It is what your family and friends would want for you. It's what you deserve. A life of no cellulite. A life of new opportunities. All you need to do now is say yes. Yes, I want to give it a go. Yes, I want to test drive your program for a whole 2 months, risk-free. Yes, I will act quickly and press the order now button. Honestly, I cannot say how much longer this website will be up for, and I wouldn't want you to get away empty-handed when the button to change your life or the life of a loved one forever is right in front of you. And if you leave this page, I can make no guarantee this video will still be up, let alone the free bonuses that we're offering. You know what to do now. The button to press is right below this video. Press it and get ready to live again. You really have 2 choices. 1, you can leave this page. You can accept that if you don't take action, your cellulite will never improve, and no matter which treatment or cream or exercise you try, nothing will improve. You can live a life of embarrassment and frustration. Or 2, you can say yes. Yes, Dr. Rubin and Helen, I'm ready to test drive the Cellulite Disappear system for a whole 2 months risk-free. Yes, I want to live a life free of all the ugly cellulite nodules and lumps, the insecurities. I want to live a life how I deserve, how I've always deserved, a life with no cellulite. Say yes and press order now below. I look forward to hearing your success story very soon. Press order now below. This has been Dr. Helen Kirshner. Press order now below.